What is up, Watch fam? I'm Christian from Theo and Harris, and you are
Rolly
from Theo and Harris. And today's Friday, so we drink wine,
Friday,
right? Liquor Run.
Liquor Run. We drink wine on Fridays.
Mondays through Thursdays, we talk watches on YouTube. On Fridays, take a break, kick back. You pick a great bottle of wine that brings a lot of value, right? Packs a lot of punch per dollar. So what are we drinking today, Dad?
So today we have a red wine. We have a problem, but we have a solution.
Okay, cool.
The problem. You love red wine.
Right.
You love Italian red wine.
Sounds like a good thing.
You love Italian red wine from Piedmont.
Okay.
You love Italian red wine from Piedmont that's either Barolo or Barbaresco. But those wines take a lot of time to age and to open up and enjoy.
Okay.
So you got a big problem. So what do? You drink Nebiolo Langhe in the meantime.
Okay, cool. So when you're drinking the other two options, what were they? It was
Barolo or Barbaresco.
Okay, so they're long. They take longer to produce.
They take a longer time to age.
Okay.
Those wines are very complex wines made from the same grape, the Nebiolo grape, and they come from very, very old vines.
Are they typically more expensive in price?
They're very expensive.
Okay, cool.
Very expensive. Do you always have 10 years to wait for a bottle of wine to age? No. So you have to have something that you can drink while you're aging.
Yeah.
So Langhe does it.
Okay, cool. Have you had this wine before?
I've had wines from this area before.
Okay.
We happen to have picked out a very good producer.
And what was the price on this one?
This was $15.
Yeah, I think they were right. 15 bucks flat, I think. All right, well, what should we be expecting from this wine?
So, Nebiolo, you're going to find some real ripe cherry notes.
Okay.
I think probably a little woodsy, a little foresty.
Okay.
I think that's what I remember principally. Okay. But let's open up and let's see if we like this.
Before we go ahead and do that, though, quick wristwatch check, right? See what we're wearing. What are you wearing right now?
My gold DJ.
Love that watch. You're going out to a little bit of Christmas party,
yes.
So rock it up a little bit, little solid gold. You'll have a little bit of fun.
That's right.
I am wearing a chronograph signed Royce. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's got this gold-plated case and this black dial that has an amazing gloss, right? When you hit the light with it, right?
Beautiful,
beautiful,
gorgeous.
Yeah. So this watch is available on the shop at theoandharris.com. So be sure to check out the shop after this video.
Yeah.
But let's get into some wine.
Great push pins on that wine. Yeah. So we're going to open this guy up. Lovely. It's got a cellar chilled.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So beautiful nice temperature. Yeah. Not too cold. We're going to...
What is proper temperature for wine?
I believe it's 56 degrees.
Okay.
Okay. But if you have a proper cellar... most importantly, that you have consistent temperature.
Stable.
Yeah, ebbs and flows of temperature are bad.
Okay,
high, low, too low. They either stunt or accelerate aging, and it just turns the wine bad. But looks like a nice fresh cork here. This is a 2014, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Langhe. Okay, as we get into the wine. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Let's.
It's 2014.
2014. Oh, look at the color on that. Interesting
it's
color,
light.
right? Yeah, yeah, Nebiolo. All right. So.
Pretty.
So, all right. So let's take a look at the color. So last week. For Liquor Run, we talked about a Pinot Noir.
Yep.
Isn't the color similar?
Similar to a Pinot Noir,
yeah.
Absolutely. It has almost like a rosy cherry, almost like maraschino kind of like color, through it. Obviously, it's much darker than that, but there's that hue there. So it really is pretty though. It's a pretty color.
Very, very clear. But anyway, let's give it a
nose.
A nose. Whoo! Wow. So it's got a wonderful nose, very pronounced cherry. Almost like candy, believe it or not, in a very, very pretty way.
Butterfinger or candy canes?
Twix. Very, very nice.
Beautiful.
So let's give it a whirl. I'm going to open it up a little bit here, just get some air.
How long should you let a wine, be open before you really start enjoying it? Or I mean, isn't there some sort of a rule of thumb there? Or no?
Wine? No, there's not a rule of thumb. Wines that are more complex, like these Barolos or Barbarescos that have sat in a cellar for 7 to 10 years, they're going to need some aeration. Those wines because they do evolve even in the decanter. It's natural. There hasn't been oxygen in there for a decade, right? So for a long time, if not more than that. So they definitely benefit from oxygen, and they open up. All the flavors begin.
Won't be as big and something like
this is a young wine, and so you don't have
as much fluctuation.
No, you don't. So let's yak in, more drinking.
It's tight.
It is. It's got a good little grip.
Good grip, yeah. Wow. Your whole front of your mouth has this beautiful
zip.
Yep, zip, absolutely.
Cherries.
Yep, for sure.
Right? Really, really, really bright cherries. I like raspberry.
I think I've said this in a video before. This really reminds me, I don't know which other one it was, like those little candies, like the cherry candy, you know, in the chocolate, you know, the chocolate coating with the cherry and the alcohol
Yeah,
inside.
that's right. That's a good analogy. Yeah. So the reason why I picked this wine, really for the very reason that if you love a great wine like Barolo Barbaresco, you're not always going to have the opportunity to drink those wines.
Right.
But here you can find, and those wines are very pricey, mind you, and they're worth it. However, for $15, you can't drink it all the time. You can't drink it all the time. Yep. But these vines or these grapes come from the neighboring areas, right? The surrounding vineyards. Okay. They're surrounding vineyards in the Barbaresco.
Brothers and sisters to these super expensive wines.
They are very, very close. If not, they're from the same area, from the same region in Barolo. Okay, and the grapes are being sold off, so you're getting the exact same wine. That, ladies and gentlemen, is value.
It's a value prop.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of brought that on, you know, last week with, I don't know what we were drinking, but we were talking about, you know, kind of brother and sister wines. One brings a lot more value than the other. The other one may be better. We did Langhe versus Glasswood Original last week, and I think that the simile or the comparison there remains. You know, it's this idea of, okay, very similar principles, very, very similar core values, right?
Yeah.
But one is much more attainable than the other, not necessarily, you know, attainable. I mean, this isn't Tubac Chalk, and Glasswood Original surely isn't Timex, you know, but it is much more attainable, and you have those same principal values. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Putting your foot into this water without having to, you know, jump all the way in and blow a lot of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm liking this I'm liking this wine right now for sure. What would you? So you drink this wine. What would you like to pair with it food-wise?
You know, so Piedmont is known around the world for truffles.
Okay.
White truffles. So imagine having a nice pasta dish with perhaps a little shaved truffle, something earthy. I would definitely put like a mushroom dish or a stew. You heard me talk about mushrooms last week. Actually, once again, I kind of like that. Yeah. Especially for the time of year as well.
It's so funny. Just a note on mushrooms. I've told you this before, but I love when you go out to a restaurant and actual mushrooms taste like mushrooms. Yeah. And not just some sort of, I don't know if you guys find this you know, often as well, but mushrooms end up tasting like this just globby, you know, bland mess, you know, just brown.
Like tofu.
Glob tofu, yeah. I love when you have a real mushroom that tastes like a mushroom. Yeah. I think that a mushroom that tastes like a mushroom would go well with this, not that brown glob. But this is, I'm really enjoying it. It's getting lighter, I think.
It is. It's a lighter style wine.
Maybe I'm more used to it now. You know.
It's not as complex. It's not meant to be that complex. This is a very straightforward wine. But if you wanna have a red wine that is not Cabernet, that's not Merlot, that is not Pinot Noir, and you want a lighter style, I would consider this a lighter style wine. Nebiolo, Langhe, and it's a massive value prop. If you're in a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, and you're browsing the wine list, look for that. Look for Langhe.
In the $40 range.
Yeah, some people probably $40, $50 range, and you're drinking a heck of a wine. Yeah. So it'll complement beautifully with some of these. You know, if you're really eating in a cool Italian restaurant that knows what it's doing and is representing the food of the region, you pick that. You don't have to drink Barolo or Barbaresco.
Yeah, that's funny too because people end up. I know. And I'm sure you felt this as well when you're out at a restaurant and the som either comes over, or even the waiter most of the time these days comes over. Unless it's a super fine restaurant, and you know you're flipping through the wine list, and you just don't want to sound cheap, you know. It's like okay, you know, and you look for wines like this. You look for wines that, although only $40 to $55, are definitely on the bottom half of the wine list as far as price is concerned. A wine you're going to enjoy drinking. Yeah. You know, because you're just always nervous. There's so many wines. You think that if you drink cheap, you're going to drink. But picking this out at a restaurant would actually be a big recommendation. I think it's a solid, safe wine.
I think a good sommelier, good confident sommelier, would be very happy if you were to serve this and to see a customer pick it. So I think a good sommelier would be quick to point this out. If they understand what you're looking to spend for a bottle, they're gonna point you in that
Serious
direction.
Value prop.
So good sommeliers are not looking to just hammer you over the head with price. They're great values at each and every price point.
Yeah.
Again, fantastic bottle of wine, $15. This is readily available. Okay, it's Produttori di Barbaresco. Okay, and if you look for them online, if you Google this bottle, you'll see that year in and year out, they're heavy hitters in Piedmont.
Cool.
So delicious wine, great for the holidays too.
So I definitely recommend you guys pick this wine up. Like I said, for only $15 at a local wine shop.
Great.
It's pretty great value.
Great drinking wine.
All right, and have some mushrooms and whatever, and enjoy your meal. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching Liquor Run. Cheers, Dad. I love this wine.
Thank you.
All right, have an awesome weekend, fellas.
Cheers, geeks.